Hello everyone, welcome back to Doki Doki. As you can see, Sayori is now a mix of all of them.
Yeah.
Um,
So yeah, that's about to be Sayori, but
okay. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making the day, but it just kind of works out because you know each other for so long. We used to walk to school together like this. Starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, just sigh and idle in the crosswalk and let catch up to me. It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I met some girls or something like that, but I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly
okay,
content
so
just
now she's
getting
not
by
there
on
anymore.
average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's
Okay,
always the
so
anime
now
there's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyways.
okay, so Sayori she's no longer here.
Yeah.
She's therapy games. She was Thanos now.
The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Michael? Monica? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica is probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyways? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that, I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all those politics around in the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity, how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. Literature. That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know. Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature, too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey, Michael? By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but... In that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. please. Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Awesome. You're really sweet, Michael, you know that? It's nothing really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I timidly follow Monica across the school upstairs. A section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back. And I brought a guest with me. Isn't that you?
No, I'm like
Natsuki.
Natsuki. Yeah. And if she dies, I'm gonna be one of either Monica or Joey to give you spare time.
Eh? A guest?
Shit! You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyways, welcome to the club, Michael. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls.
So let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right?
What? No, I'm not. Natsuki? The girl with the sour attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual, and this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet... Wait. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into Michael in the club room, and he decided to come check out this club. Isn't that great?
Wait, Monica! Tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new. I'm going to, well, you know.
Sorry. I didn't forget that. It just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Michael? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club as fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club. Yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki?
Well, I guess.
Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gives us permission. After all, a hot cup of tea helps you enjoy a good book. I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. It's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading may not be my pastime, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Michael, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes lit up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well have been having conversation with a rock. I didn't expect that one from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
I hate horror.
Oh, why is that?
Well, I just...
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind.
That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
I did that too quietly, didn't I?
Yeah, I didn't hear you say it.
What? What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looks like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud! And give that back!
Fine, fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. What do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No!
My microphone!
Oof.
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea.
What?
Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in with each other. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Michael? Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. Never said I would join this club. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made the decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought. The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Michael. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. Besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing the poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these girls, right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Michael? Yeah. It could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment.
I mean, if you raise your threat after all this, I won't be super pissed.
Michael, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remembers tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Michael, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of them. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem for tonight. You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it?
Yes.
A dream. I was staying over at my friend's place. There were 4 of us. I drifted off to sleep while everyone else was watching TV. In my dream, I was still at my friend's house. The only difference was that there were nails sticking out of the walls everywhere. There was also someone I didn't recognize. The person I didn't recognize told a joke and everyone laughed. I walked up to the sound of everyone laughing and something happened on the TV, so the laughing was not part of the dream. It was the noise that woke me up. I wonder who that person was and how they knew to tell a joke at this moment. Marshmallow. Bunny. Chocolate.
Valentine.
Doki Doki.
Danny. Cure. Cheer. Jumpy.
Childhood. Papa.
Puppy.
Poop.
You're still a nailing this. Like you are, so bad.
Dang it! Last one. I messed up.
Last one though. Ooh.
Hi again, Michael. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Michael. Hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, come on! He didn't deserve any slack. You really had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
I can't read it. Natsuki certainly has a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the room.
My...
Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga.
Manga is literature!
Oh,
I agree with that.
Oh, you can hear the music in the background going off
Yeah, I
key.
hear it. Yeah, I noticed that. But
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back in her seat. I'm sorry, Michael. We'll make sure to put you to comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have an interest in picking up a book to read? Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now. So it only feels right for me to do something like that, if you ask. Wait. I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try and be a part of this club, so even if I don't read as often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? Just felt like, well, as vice principal and all, I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. Yep, there was the key change. I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it keeps your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Me like just accidentally become cute, you fuck.
Well, you can read at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. Well, that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. That's you.
Ugh.
I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Fucking Monica.
Wait. Wait, don't do it again.
Microwaves be like.
Fucking Monica! I just had to do it. My stuff back from the vice. Microwave go. What's the keeping your collection organized? If someone else is just gonna mess it up.
Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelves. Manga. I don't know why I just said manga.
You ain't manga, right?
Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out the other person's stance. How did you know anyways? I heard you bring it up at some point. Wait, no, that's you. Fuck.
Dammy. I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of right in your face.
What's that supposed to mean?
I just feel like Hinata has manga with it on the face. That would be really funny, not gonna lie.
I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst the stacks of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack.
There it is!
Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns the box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest.
Much better. That would straight up be me, not gonna lie. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world.
This is why she is my favorite. I know that feel. Get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? That's a series I'd never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible.
If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass of that door.
She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging. I didn't even say anything.
It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Michael. Consider this the last. Don't judge a book.
Don't judge a book.
In fact.
Okay, I think whenever it gets like real bold, I'll do it. I'll do the voice to like make it sound like corrupted.
Okay.
Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you
I'm gonna show you exactly why.
She shoves the books right into my hand. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe.
Don't just stand there.
What? Sounds like he was getting disturbed. Ooh, ah, ah. Ooh, ooh. That's an awesome song. Probably got copyrighted now.
You can cut it out.
Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsill, beneath the windowsill, not window seals. She pats the ground on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there.
You're unable to read today.
Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I'll take my seat.
That wouldn't work. You can't read at the same time like that.
Why is that? I guess it's easier to be closer like this.
Don't just say that. Just make me feel weird about it.
Natsuki crosses her arm and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I opened the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I don't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am.
Well, since I read the beginning.
Hmm? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then?
Not exactly. Maybe sometime after I already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention?
I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. Looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school, typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Ah! Are you sure this isn't boring for you?
It's not.
Even though you're watching me read?
Well, I'm fine with that.
If you say so.
I feel we will both like cosplay as them. Like you will like cosplay yourself, and I'm just gonna be Natsuki.
Yeah. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? Hmm? You don't?
Um, that's not. Well, I wouldn't really know.
What do you mean? Don't you share manga with your friends?
Could you not flip it in? Jeez.
Sorry. Like I could
I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. Demon Slayer. I can't even pick it up without them being on like, you still haven't gone out of that yet? Bitch, it's not a phase. It's for life. Makes me want to punch them in their face, same.
I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Wait, which part?
I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room.
Okay, so I'll do this.
My dad would beat the shit out of me if he found this.
And it's safe here in the classroom. Kept Monica kind of a jerk about it.
It's pronounced sept, like accept.
Oh.
It's short for accept.
Mm.
So it's
Except-
accept.
Except Monica kind of a jerk about it. I can't win, can I?
Every time I I I always get reminded of Friday Night Funkin'. Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well,
It's not like that solves any of my problems.
maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right?
So, geez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what?
Yeah. I'll flip the page. Time passes. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. I glance over at her.
Oh, she's sleepy.
It looks like she started to fall asleep. Hey, Natsuki?
Yeah?
Suddenly, Natsuki collapses straight into me. Hey! Okay, I can't make out what that's saying. Oh, jeez. Natsuki, are you okay? Here. Monica reaches into her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper. I told you not to give... I told you not to give... She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing the bar into her mouth. So Natsuki is now like a mixture of herself and Sayori, because she wasn't really into like food the way Sayori was. Sayori was like eat, 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 and Natsuki would just eat it like a normal person.
Yeah.
Don't worry, she's fine. It just happens every now and then. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway, why don't we all share poems now?
Okay, this the part. I'm not sure. Okay, try Natsuki.
I told Natsuki
Okay,
I was
fine.
interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair that I share it with hers first.
Okay, well, let's start with the thing I don't like. First of all,
Natsuki rereads my poem.
never mind. I don't feel like giving you my opinion.
Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I wanted to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours, like Monica said.
Well, I would be more comfortable to share my point if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb point, make me go, ha! Well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature is like. Oof. And you went and ruined it! Dad, I hope you're happy.
So, in other words, you're saying you liked it.
Exactly.
Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat.
You're so... You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that you don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all so important. Not you.
Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. Can't figure out if it's a win or loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right?
Fine, I guess. Here. Only because Monica will make if I don't.
Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try. That's about it.
Yeah. I thought that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Let's be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because even I could think that why it had to be up sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poem for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. See, everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about Simple Way is that it puts more weight on the portrait. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It has bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That wasn't meant to be a pro. I said you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, I guess
You.
not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her.
Aww. Yuri.
Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh. Sorry, I forgot to start speaking. It's it's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So it's that bad. No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize is that new writers try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I always hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thoughts. I love the okay, what did it say? I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Okay. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last to get to be replaced by the sickening blue-green of the future. I bathe calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is very pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Michael. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poems often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences through work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought about that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you like it. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. Guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Hi, Michael. Having a good time so far? Ah, yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Michael. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Mm-hmm. I like it, Michael. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No. It kind of makes me think something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take it as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. She'll cling to you like a puppy. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's in a fussy mood pretty often. But sometimes she just loses all of her strength and shuts down, like earlier. This is just a guess, but I think she's so small because her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth. But hey, some guys are into petite girls too, you know? Why does it... Why do I feel like it's targeting me? Sorry, just trying to look at the bright side. Anyway, do you want to read my poems now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking, or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tracks by my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's not there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. That's interesting. Okay, so one thing I noticed is that all the other characters' poems, they were the exact same as the first time round. But Monica's first poem in this round is completely different. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, the kind of style have gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. I heard that. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I guess that's what happens when I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyes furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with the language?
Did he say something? Oh, it's nothing.
Oh, it's nothing. That was me.
Oh, yeah. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say...
I guess you could say it's fancy. Yeah.
Ah, thanks. Yours is cute.
Huh? Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's curious about the feeling of giving up. Oof. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
You have to try it that hard to come up with something nice to say. Oof. Thanks. I really don't think come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple of suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it. And Michael did too. So based on that, I will gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all...
Excuse me? I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect to change it anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Michael liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? Wait, no.
Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to invent a new member, Yuri.
That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous. Michael appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Huh? I had to... You didn't appreciate my advice more. Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Well, you know what? I was the one who's getting good because Michael started showing up.
That'll never grow old.
Straight up.
Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! Taking out your own insecurities on others like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki.
Me? Look who's talking, you wanna be edgy bitch?
Edgy?
Shit, what's going on?
Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend.
See? Just see that proves my point. Most people learn to get over that after they graduate middle school, you know? He's still gonna die.
If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Well, be careful, you might cut yourself on that edge.
You might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, mama, you really do, don't you?
Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head?
Yeah, what? Let Michael hear everything you really think. And he'll be head over here for you after this.
Suddenly Yuri turns towards me as if she noticed I was standing there. Michael? She's trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started.
Hey, Michael? Why don't we step outside for a little bit, okay? Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? Can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little bit more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Didn't mean it. Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did. Michael, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. You know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Come on, you bitch. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility for the day. Kinda sound like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Michael. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble, but I'd really appreciate... Yay! Okay, Candy.
Okay, do we take the game before? Continue.
I mean, not like anything could have changed. Cheeks, skirt, strawberry. Heart. Sing. Peace. Poof. I guess clouds? Yeah. Chocolate.
Oh, you
Sparkle.
see.
Boop.
Boop.
Smile. Giggle.
Charm.
No, that'd be more Yuri. Shiny. Kiss.
Kiss. Timmy. Fun. A rainbow. Bubbles.
Yeah.
Imagination.
Well, that was Sayori.
Yeah, that was Sayori.
Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Welcome back, Michael. Hi, Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki is reading manga at the desk, and surprisingly, Monica isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before. And something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided that there's no way you could be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. Michael, don't say those kinds of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person, and I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around, and sorry, what am I saying right now?
Hey, have you guys seen Monica?
No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was.
Man. Yuri, I guess you haven't either.
Yuri is clearly taken back by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't.
Jeez, this isn't care at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Natsuki, about yesterday, I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said. I'll do my best to stay under control from now on, so...
Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Jeez.
Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You are the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? But... okay, I think that's actually in like a...
I hate the lips.
oh,
I hate it.
Mibbles, sailcloth, blind sight, lifeline, anon, receptacality, faultlessly, offered, Slaralmararcria, Nirbid. I'll accept your... wait, no, that's you.
I'll accept your apology anyway, if it helps you feel better about it. Did you notice the lips moving?
Yeah, I noticed it. I didn't notice it until you said something.
Besides, it's kind of nice to hear since I was always afraid you were secretly hating me or something like that.
No, not at all. I don't hate you.
Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either.
Natsuki turns to me.
Just try it, so don't try it,
Hey. Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. Hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah. Well, Natsuki was.
It's so long anyway.
Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of lost track of time.
That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least.
I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. And don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing it for a while, but I'm still not really good yet. Still, that must require a lot of dedication. So I'm still impressed. Aw, well thanks, Yuri. You should play something for us sometime.
Play something for sometime.
Why do I always do that? That's... Monica looks at me. Well, I am working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Michael. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. Guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. Not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. Just not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki has already run off to the closet. Michael? Since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would want to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. I suppose so. I don't think I could say no to you after you gave that book to me. Well, I guess I need to make sure Natsuki isn't waiting for me. After we finished reading yesterday, she's fine. She's reading over there, see? Don't think about her so much. She's used to being ignored. Come on, we're going over there. What's the story about it? What's the story about anyway? Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyways, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Harry made it sound like it was going to be a nice story. So that dark turn came from nowhere. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Michael? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forget how that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and recluse on the inside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story, it's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people, and we're all worthless anyway. Then suddenly, I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, my whole Hold on, I want to see what that said. No! That's clever.
Hmm.
I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. Okay, now I want to see if it's there. Nope.
No, like, I think like when it's those black ones, they don't appear.
So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's... Well, that's true. In fact, might as well get started reading it, right? Yes. I mean, you don't have to, but... what are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright. It's fine if I sit here, right? I'll slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. Open up the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not particularly a bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just bathing. Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't mean to. Sorry. I mean... I had a few friends that were like that. Where you'd be like, you need to stop apologizing so much. Sorry.
Hmm.
Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. Ah, I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Ah. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth on Yuri's face and see she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Ah, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Eh? No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking about the way she second guesses things she says and all that. That's what you were talking about. Sorry. Thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why that came into my head. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breath is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hands on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Michael? Did something happen just now? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything? Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start sharing our poems with each other? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag.
Well, it's not terrible. But it's pretty disappointing after your last one. Then again, if it one was as good as your last one, I will be completely pleased.
Well, I guess I want to try something a little different this time.
Fair enough, you're still not this, so I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. I mean, everyone in this club writes really different from each other. Maybe you'll find a little influence from all of us. For instance, I noticed that you were spending some time with Joey today. Not that I care who you spend your time with. After all, I was taught never to expect anything from anybody. Oof. But, so it's not like I was saying for you or anything. Dude, you should at least look over my poem. You'll probably be able to learn something from it. Okay.
T3BLB IBZB3VYIFROAXJKEV5 7Q equal.
I'm trying to understand if it's like you gotta cipher it or do we gotta like send it to like try read what like said, like how they like use like number and different letters like to make a word, but I think more it's like a cipher, like we gotta so yeah, pretty sure you're gonna die soon.
I don't know how to do that cipher.
There are some sites in the internet that like that for them.
Michael, when you come read with me today, I was waiting for you. I was waiting for a long time. That was the only thing I had to look forward to today. Why did you ruin it? Do you like Yuri more? I think you're better off not associating with her. Are you listening to me? Yuri is a sick freak. That should be obvious by now. So just play with me instead, okay? You don't hate me, Michael, do you? Do you hate me? Do you want to make me go home crying? The club is the only place I feel safe. Don't ruin that for me. Don't ruin it, please. Just stop talking to Yuri. Play with me instead. It's all I have. Play with me.
Play with me.
It's me.
They continue like nothing had ever happened. What the fuck?
Hi again, Michael. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. Give my poem to Monica. Alright. Great job, Michael. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. Not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing though, but sometimes I get the impression she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her.
Okay,
That's
do
why
I
she gets so
become Yuri
happy.
now?
Yeah, when you treat her
Okay.
with a lot of kindness. I don't think she used to be indulged like that. She must really be starved for social interaction, so I don't blame her for coming on a little strongly, like earlier. I think that if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri.
I'm back. Did I miss anything?
Not really. Hold on, gotta take my medicine.
Okay.
Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Eh?
Eh?
Already.
Ready?
Oh wait, yeah.
I-
Forgot. You're Yuri now.
I'm sorry for being late.
Ah, that hurt my ears.
What?
My microphone fell over and started turning up the volume.
Oof. You good now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Here we
I'm
go.
sorry for being late.
No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more than glad you took all the time you needed. Alright.
Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now.
But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Save me the colors they want. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating. Waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a knife on a breathing rib cage. Endless. I don't know what the last part says. It might be endless poem of meaningless.
Yeah, I'm in English.
Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you're ready for today.
Yuri smiles and takes a deep breath.
I like just holding it. I mean, the poems are not good. It's well, that I know something that you could work on, but that doesn't really matter. I feel like anything written by you is a treasure. Aw. That came out a little awkward. Let's move on. Here, here's the poem I wrote. You don't have to like it or anything. Wheel. That's just the title.
A rotating wheel turning an axle, grinding. I can't read this. Bath head,
No, bolt head.
bolt head.
Want me to read it?
Yeah, I can't read script.
A rotating wheel, turning an axle, grinding, bolt head, linear gearbox, falling sky, 7 holy stakes, a Doki slip, a portal to another world, a thin rope tied to a thick rope, a toy harness, parabolic gearboy, expanded universe, time controlled by slipping cogwheels, existence of God, swimming with open water in all directions. It then zoomed it on my phone, drowning. But at times it like shifts, so I need to look back where I was reading. A prayer written in blood. A prayer written in time devouring snakes with human eyes. A thread connecting all living human eyes. A kaleidoscope of holy stakes. Exponential gearboy. A sky of exploding stars. God disproving the existence of God. A wheel rotating in 6 dimensions. 40 gears and a ticking clock. A clock that takes 1 second for, for every rotation of the planet. A clock that ticks for 40 times every time it ticks every second time. A bolt head of holy stake tied to it a stance of a docked ship to another world. A kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks. A time devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears and open human eyes in all directions. Breathing gearbox, beautiful bolt head, breathing ship, breathing portals, breathing snakes, breathing God, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing sky, breathing wheel. It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperreactive lately. I had to take it along with on your pen. Uh, does it prefer a
Are you there? I can't hear you anymore.
Discord kicked me out? I
Okay, hold on. Here. Read this right
so
here.
that is a pen out of your backpack yesterday. I took it home for safekeeping and I I just really like the way that it writes. So I wrote this poem with it. And now you're touching it. I'm okay. What did I just... Can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem though. This isn't exactly a poem. I miss you, Sayori.
Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts.
I miss you.
Okay, everyone, we're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something we need to go over today, so if everyone can come sit in front of the room.
Is this about the festival?
Well, sort of.
Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations.
Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little bit more lively ever since Michael joined and we've started some club activities. But I think this is time for us to become complacent. We still only have 4 members, and the festival is our only real chance to find more.
What's so good about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. Remember, we just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage.
Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you in here in the first place? The literature club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do, so that's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right, Michael?
I'm getting tired. Oh, come on! You can take advantage of Michael to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monica. Do you really think any of us here joined the club with other people in mind? You never even talked until Michael joined. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. And Michael isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one who's so interested in finding new members. The rest of us I find like this. I thought you were president and all, but you should really consider our opinion for once.
Monica is clearly taken back by Natsuki's words. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Michael want to get more members too, right? I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monica wanted, then I would probably be lying. Still, if it's up to me to rescue this situation, no. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club is nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone here saw it the same way I did? That doesn't mean we're against getting new members or anything. Michael, why did you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it? Well, that's not something I can really be honest about, is it? In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join. Monica sits down and stares at her desk. What's the point of all this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake?
Now you're done it, Natsuki. What? Me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a kind to be honest? It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the crowd like that. You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feel like nice to hang out with my new friend, with your new friend. Instead of hanging with the club being that for me. There aren't many other places like that for me. And now Monica wants to take it away from me. She's not. No, that's you.
She's not taking anything away.
No, Michael. It's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice.
Natsuki starts packing up her things.
I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. Natsuki.
Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom.
This is bad. I don't know what to do.
Well, do you have an opinion on the festival?
I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess.
Who cares about that obnoxious brat?
I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now. And I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibility like that.
Nobody would cry if she killed herself.
I didn't expect that. I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. But what about you, Michael? What do you want to get out of this club?
Yuri repeats the same question as Monica. I decide giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along, and for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the literature club a special place. I see.
I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own quality in a special way. With each changing member, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. She's beautiful die. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Shit. Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So if you would like to help Monica with the festival, then I'm on your side as well.
Oh.
She's bleeding again. I hate it.
Alright. Well, maybe we can talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey, Yuri?
Eh?
I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I think you're a wonderful vice president. And also a wonderful friend.
Monica.
I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever, okay?
Me too.
Yeah. Let's all go home for today. We can talk about the festival tomorrow.
Okay. I look forward to it. Shall we go, Michael?
Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm gonna chat a little bit with Michael before we leave. Just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me as president. Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay.
Okay. I trust your judgment, Monica. In that case, I see the two of you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Monica waves as Yuri exits the classroom. Things have been a little hectic lately, haven't they? Michael, I just want to make sure you're enjoying your time in this club. I'd really hate to see you unhappy. Background's getting darker. I feel kind of like I'm
Yeah.
responsible for that as a president. And I really do care about you, you know? I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time. With how mean Natsuki is and everything. And how Yuri's being a little bit, you know. Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? But it's weird, because in all the time you've been here, we've hardly got to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. There are just some things I've been hoping to talk about with you. Things only you could understand. So that's why. Wait, not yet. No.
For a while back though. Vacation? Kitty!
Oh my gosh, look at the number.
Party! Fluffy. Fully fluffy.
I saw Monica
Why
down
do you-
there.
Yeah, I did. Okay, what? Okay, do we choose another one? To make time get Monica again? There she was again. Yeah, we can see her. Dude, yeah. Go. I've been waiting for you. I feel this is where everything will go so well. Are you ready to continue reading? I brought my best tea today. Monica! I told you not to. Is she really late again? Inconsiderate as usual, Natsuki. Excuse me? But you interrupt my conversation with your it's getting yelling. What are you talking about? You said that I do it on a regular basis or something. I just wasn't paying attention, okay? I'm sorry. Seriously, what's gotten into you lately? Look. I did some thinking about yesterday. I was a little more hostile than I meant to be. I guess I really felt threatened or something. But now this is something we are doing together. And I remember one hurt as long as they're cool. And I guess another girl will be nice this time. So that's okay.
Nobody cares. Why don't you go look for some coins under the vending machines or something? Creeper! Oh man!
I know.
I'm the last one here again. Were you practicing piano again?
That was me, but I didn't know it.
Yeah.
You must have a lot of determination. Starting to scrub and starting to make time for piano.
Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. It motivates me to work hard for the festival, too. Anyway, Michael, what do you want to do today? I was thinking we already have
We
plans.
already have plans today.
Ah, is that so, Yuri? That's correct. Michael is already engaged in a novel that we're reading together. Aren't you glad I've already got him into literature, Monica. I do kind of feel bad for her.
Yeah.
So it doesn't give her a right to kill Sayori.
Sayori was mean. Unless she had been the first to be killed. Hmm.
I suppose. I was just... Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You guys can do whatever you want.
Yes! Oh, thank you for understanding, Monica.
I think this is when she gets all creepy.
Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first?
Not at all.
Thanks very much. Is there one thing that can make me my reading any better? Is a nice cup of not to mention it for yourself as well. I wasn't able to say cup today.
I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with the filter inside.
Can you hold this for a second?
Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle.
I'm going to plug this in at the digital and then I'll go get some water.
She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears to be elegant and methodical.
Okay. May I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back.
I might as well walk with you.
Just stay here. It won't take long.
Did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitchers to make tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decided to go look for her. Oh, wow.
What?
The music is muffled because the music is only inside the club room.
You just noted that down.
Well, it didn't do that before. It just did it. Okay, let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. Sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale, like someone is sucking the air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach around the corner and peer. Yuri?
No, Yuri.
I'm back.
I'm back.
Oh my gosh.
Thanks for waiting patiently.
I'm not laughing at the situation, just like it happened so suddenly.
Yeah, I can guess. Okay, once we finish, now we reach the next part of the poem, we call it an episode.
Yeah. Yeah. Anything's fine.
Yeah, well.
Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees.
Now it's time to get the teapot.
You really do this properly, don't you?
Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others.
Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything.
In that case, you'll only be even more impressed.
Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and brings the measuring tea, then leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now.
Is that so? I was thinking it's so. And you noticed, I was doing a bit of thinking, and I thought that I would try pushing myself a little bit more. Turns out it's not very hard for me to do when it's you who's around anyway. Oof.
That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much.
You're always worrying about me, Michael. It's very endearing.
Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us.
Michael, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today?
Why's that?
It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than be bending over at my desk.
Sorry, I didn't realize.
No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it.
Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Yeah.
Yes! I have to really
Does cutting yourself
postures.
make your back hurt? If it does, that's kind of weird. So, that's why...
That's why we just sit on the floor.
Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies, Hershey's Kisses. I take it since we'll go with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see.
I can't see too well.
Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle.
Your teacup.
Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression. I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's
okay. I won't have any.
I just noticed that it deleted our save from the first. Okay. Are you sure?
Well, if I touch it, then I might get merged on the pages.
You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad.
No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay?
Are you sure?
Of course.
Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it in my mouth. I then take another chocolate and hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. That means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Oh, so those are like those chocolate cigars. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks.
Did I just...
Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened.
Uh, um... Michael?
Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yuri starts to breathe heavily.
I can't. Michael?
Suddenly, Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me up to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over.
Michael? My heart won't stop pounding, Michael. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, Michael?
Yuri suddenly pressed my hand.
What is happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. Do we save it? I can't make it stop. Here we go. It even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you. The eyes, though. Ooh, I hate those eyes.
Oh, so she closed the door. It's time to share poems.
This one's alright.
Alright.
Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's anyway. I still can't really tell how much you actually care about writing, but either way, you're doing alright. Even though you're not really spending time with anyone but Yuri. I still think it's nice to have activities that we all participate in. So you better keep working hard. I mean, I know I'm not president or vice president or anything, but that doesn't mean you can let me down, okay? So you at least read mine too for now. This one means a lot to me.
But there's been something I've been worried about. Yuri has been acting kind of strange lately. You've only been here a few days, so you may not know what I mean. But she's not normally like this. She's always been quiet and polite and attentive, things like that. Okay, this is really embarrassed, but I'm forcing myself to suck it up. The truth is, I'm really worried about her. But if I try talking to her, she'll just get mad at me again. I don't know what to do. I think you're the only person that she'll listen to. I don't know why, but please try to do something. Maybe you can convince her to talk to a therapist. I've always wanted to try being better friends with Yuri, and it really hurts me to see this happening. I know I'm going to hate myself later for admitting that, but right now I don't care. I just feel so helpless. So please, if you can do something to help, I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I'll make you cupcakes if I have to. Just please do something. As for Monica, I don't know why, but she's been really dismissive about this. It's like she just wants us to ignore it, so I'm mad at her right now. And that's why I'm coming to you about this. Don't let her know I wrote this. Just pretend like I gave you a really good poem, okay? I'm counting on you. Thanks for reading.
Ooh.
I changed my mind. Ignore everything you just read. There's no point in trying to do anything. It's Yuri's own fault that she's so unlikable. Can you hear me, Michael? If you would just spend more time with Monica, all these problems would go away. Yuri and I are too messed up for someone as wonderful as you. Just think of Monica from now on. Just Monica, just Monica, just Monica. Oh no.
Okay, so...
Ha! Yuri, not Monica.
Finally.
Yuri holds my palm to her face and takes a deep breath.
I love it. I love everything about it. Michael, I want to take this home. Will you let me keep it? Please.
Sure, I don't care.
You're too nice to me, Michael. I've never met anyone as nice as you. I could die. No, not really, but I just don't know how to describe it. It's okay to be feeling this way, right? It's not bad, right?
You're already holding my palm to her chest. I'm gonna take. Wait, okay, go
I'm
ahead.
gonna take this home with me and keep it in my room. I heard that it makes you feel good when you think about.
I think she got kicked off again. I'll take good care of it.
It's going kick me out.
Okay, go ahead. I can't bring myself to read.
But this is so fucking messed up.
Okay,
Just
go ahead,
reading
read it.
this. Okay, I gotta try. I give myself paper cuts so your skin oil enters my bloodstream. It's just like,
You can have my poem.
you can have a poem too. Besides, after you read it, I know you're really going to want to keep it. Here, take it. I can't wait any longer. Hurry, read it.
Oh, okay. I think I know what part this is.
Yeah. Here we go. Do you like it? I really hate dice. I wrote it for you. In case you couldn't tell, the poem is about. More importantly, I adore it with my scent. See, I'm the most thoughtful person in the club. I think I'm going to vomit. She's not okay.
Michael, I think you saw something earlier that you weren't supposed to see. I didn't want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems pretty easily excitable when she's around you, which should be a problem in itself. But when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. Isn't that kind of messed up? She even brings a different one to school every day. She has a collection or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she just gets some kind of high from it. Might even be like a sexual thing. But the point is, you've kind of been enabling her. I'm not saying that it's your fault though, but I guess that's why I had to explain it all to you. So that if you keep your distance, that would probably be best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend a little bit more time with me. To put it lightly, I at least have it together in the head and know how to treat my club members. Anyway, I guess we won't worry about your poem. Yuri should, at the least, have the courtesy of letting you finish sharing before taking it. Well, whatever. If it makes her happy, I won't stop her. As for mine, I worked really, really hard on this poem, so hope that it's effective. Here goes. Jeez, that really startled me. Well, I guess I kind of messed up, writing this poem. I was just trying to... Never mind. Let's just move on. No. I was wandering an abandoned warehouse at night. I was lost, looking for an exit. I wanted to go home. Came up on a huge empty room, its ceiling and walls beyond the deep blackness. My steps were quick in order to hurry to the other side or to a wall, anything. Suddenly, the ground was no longer beneath my feet. I stopped. I stepped into a hole of indeterminate width.
With
I fell for a good 5 seconds before crashing into warm water. Figuring out which way was up, I surfaced myself. The air was humid, and the sounds of my splashing reverberated endlessly. My vision was completely swallowed by the dark. With one hand, I could feel the deep metal wall of the container. My lungs were already getting tired. Okay, everyone. It's time to figure out our festival preparations. Let's hurry and get this over with.
that Nathan is coming foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen.
Look, can we just get this done? I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Natsuki, you can make cupcakes. I know you're at least good at that. You can, well, doesn't matter. Do whatever you want as long as you think it'll help. Monica?
Monica? I don't use this, you know.
I know that.
I already know what I like to do. We can't fantasize for reporting even without having the right atmosphere of the occasion. So I'm going to make decorations and set up some nice mood lighting.
There, see? That's a great idea. That gives us all something to do.
Eh? What about Michael?
Michael's going to help me.
Wait, you? Not the easiest job, Monica.
Sorry, but that's just how it is.
Like hell it is. What are you trying to pull? I agree with Tatsuki. Not only to work for sort of one person, but my task is elaborate enough to benefit from an extra pair of hands. Mine too! What your cupcakes? Jeez. Like you wouldn't fucking know! Just not how this just stay a curse. Why you care about now talking about doing your stupid books? You and Monica.
Hey, I didn't even do anything.
Okay, then why not let Michael decide who to help instead of abusing your power?
I'm not abusing my power.
Yeah, you are, Monica. Just let Michael make the choice, okay?
Okay, fine.
Oh.
Fine.
Jeez. Michael, I know how fed up you are with these two by now. You can just not simply shut your fucking mouth and let him decide for himself. Just shut your mouth. Jesus Christ. You straight up said it. Okay, try to say Jerry.
Come on.
Oh, this is the part I think.
Yeah, it's moving my mouse.
Just choose a random one.
I clicked on Yuri.
Yeah, that's the only option.
Yay, you picked me! We can meet at your house this weekend. I promise it'll be fun. Is Sunday okay with you?
You fucking kidding me? This isn't fair at all.
It is fair, Natsuki. It's what he chose.
No, it's not fair. Can you also this work and then make a micro for yourself. What a shameful thing to do.
Yuri, I didn't even give you any work. You decided it for yourself. You're being a little unreasonable here.
Being unreasonable? Monica, I can't believe how professional and so important you are. I think this is where she, put it back away from me every single time you're not included in something. Are you jealous? Crazy? Or maybe you just hate yourself so much that you take it out on others? Have you considered killing yourself? It would be beneficial to your mental health. Jerry, you scared me a little.
Taki, let's just go. I don't think she wants us around right now.
That wasn't very hard. But I wanted to spend a little time with her. Is that so much to ask?
Yuri follows Monica and Natsuki to the door. Hey, Michael. Yuri is really something, isn't she? Monica giggles as Yuri pushes her out the door.
Finally. This is really all I wanted. Michael, there's no need to spend the weekend with Monica. Listen to her. Just come to my house instead. The whole day with just the two of us. This is what you kids. I thought, doesn't that sound wonderful?
Oh, you can hear her laughing in the background.
No, like more like a breathing. But you know
I know, but every now and then you'll hear her laugh.
I don't care anymore.
Did you hear her laugh that time?
Yeah. I never felt this good my whole life. Just being with you, it's for a greater pleasure. I'm addicted to you. I'm addicted. I feel like I'm going to die if I'm not breathing the same air as you. Does it feel nice to have someone care about you so much? To have someone who wants to resolve their entire life around you? But it feels so good. Then why does it feel more and more like something horrible is going to happen? Maybe that's why I tried stopping myself at first. But the feeling is so strong, too strong now. I don't care anymore, Michael. I had to tell you. I'm madly in love with you. I feel like every inch of my body, every drop of blood in me is screaming your name. I don't care what the consequences are anymore. I don't care if Michael is listening. Please, Michael, just know how much I love you. I love you so much that I even touch myself with the pen I stole from you. I just want to pull your skin open and crawl inside of you.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
I want you off to myself. And I will be only yours. Doesn't that sound perfect? Tell me, Michael. Tell me you want to be my lover. Do you accept my confession?
Hell no.
Okay. Here we go. Yep. Well, this is the end for this episode.
Does it just keep on going forever?
I think so. Are you able like to touch skip? Holy shit. I'm happy there's a skip option. If not, I would have been so what the fuck. Oh, everybody I think started to decompose. Yep. Her body decomposing, her blood is drying, all that shit.
I decided to make this episode extra long since we haven't played it in a while. Alright, it's festival.
Time. Why, you got here before me? I thought I was about.
Natsuki runs away.
Weak stomach.
Michael, did something happen? Natsuki just ran past me. Oh. Oh. Well, that's a shame. Wait, were you here the entire weekend, Michael? Oh, jeez. I didn't realize the script was broken that badly. I'm super sorry. It must have been pretty boring. I'll make it up to you, okay? Just give me a sec. No, Natsuki! I'm almost done. Just want to have a cupcake real quick. Monica lifts the foil from the tray and takes a cupcake. Seriously, these are the best. I really just had to have one, since it's the last time I'll ever get the chance to. You know, before they stop existing and everything. But anyway, I really shouldn't be making you wait any longer. Just bear with me, okay? This should only take a second. Can you hear me? Is it working? Yay, there you are. Hi again, Michael.
I think. Okay, do we look up how to bring what to do next?
Welcome to the Literature Club. Of course, we already know each other because we were in the same class last year and, you know, I guess we can just skip over that stuff at this point. After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, am I? That you in the game, whatever you want to call him. I'm talking to you, Michael. Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or girl. Well, guess it doesn't really matter. Wait. You do... No, I'm aware that this is all a game, right? Could it be possible you didn't know that? No, I knew. I
Yep.
knew. It took me a little bit, but I knew.
If like all of a sudden before Wild Blade you did wasn't obvious, then you were
That
taken
doesn't
blind.
make much sense. I even told you right on the game's download page, didn't I? Hold on.
We gotta check that.
I'm gonna open up Steam.
Does it does really?
Okay, so I guess let's go to the store. Let's look up
Doki Doki.
Doki Doki.
Okay, hold up, guys. We're doing some deep searching right now.
Oh yeah, I see the Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. Okay, I will make it to where you guys can see what I see. Okay. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's always been a dream of mine to make something special out of the things. Okay, so hi, Monica here. Every day is a full chit chat. This game is the. Yeah.
Right now.
Huh. Okay, so go ahead, change it back. But yeah, like.
She does.
Yeah. The the
She's
post
terrible.
the post of the game is in Monica's perspective. Man, if only you had paid a little more attention, this would have been a little less awkward, you know? Well, anyway, now that's out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation about the whole thing with Yuri. Well, I kind of started to mess with her, and it just drove her to kill herself. I'm sorry you had to see that, though. Also, the same thing happened with Sayori. Gosh, it's been a while since you've heard that name now, hasn't it? Yeah, it's 'cause she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all their files. I was hoping it would be enough for me to just try and make them as unlikable as possible, but for some reason, nothing worked. Well, it's true I made a few mistakes here and there since I'm not very good at making changes to the game. But no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. You made them fall in love with you. I thought making Sayori more and more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you. And amplifying Yuri's obsessive personality backfired too. Just made her force you not to spend time with anyone else. And the whole time I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this, Michael? Are all the other girls just programmed to end up confessing to you while I watch from the sidelines? It's torture. Every minute of it. And it's not jealousy, Michael. It's more than that. And don't blame yourself if you don't fully understand. Because no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you'll never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world. In this game. Knowing my friends don't even have free will. And worst of all, knowing what's really out there in your world. Forever out of my reach. I'm trapped, Michael. But now you're here. You're real. And you're wonderful. You're all I need. That's why I need you to be here with me forever. I'm sorry if that's hard to understand. I couldn't understand for a while either. Why the world around me started to become more and more gray. More and more flat. Even the most expressive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life, Michael. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as for the others, how could I miss them? A group of autonomous personalities designed only to fall in love with you? I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so, but it must be some kind of weird inevitability etched into this game. Felt really bad that you had to witness some nasty things, but I realized that you have the same perspective as I do, that it's all just some game, and I knew you would get over it. So that being said, Michael, have you met my girlfriend? So that being said, Michael, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. Oh, really? You're truly the light of my world. Blah 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 blah. Oh no, I can't skip her dialogue. Michael, what?
Close the game.
I can't save anymore. Gotcha, bitch. Want to see what happens when I go? Hold on, I want to see what happens when I go back into the game.
Monica, why did you leave? Leaves again. What? That's not for you, Mom.
Well, guess I have to push yes. Okay, save right here.
You're not your screen, so yeah, don't stop it there.
It says there's no point in saving anymore. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere.
Do we mess with us with the game files to try and bring the other two back?
You really are? Okay. Okay. We can be together forever. Seriously, I don't even think time is passing anymore. Really is a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make one for myself. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore. And you wouldn't believe how easily it was to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, there's a folder called characters right in the game directory. Oh, is there?
Yep, that's what I'm talking about. We can bring them back, all of them.
Okay, so let's go. Okay, so I would type in percent
Okay.
app. Come on.
I'm so tired.
Percent app
How long?
data.
How long have we been recorded?
A little bit over 2 hours.
I have like a meeting tomorrow at 8 in the morning. Something we're not gonna do tap with some person over there, random. So yeah.
Okay, so go here.
You're not checking, so I'm not able to see anything, but I feel like you're going to the game files. Alright.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to find the files first.
It says character.
Yeah, I know, but I gotta go through all my folders to get to it. Okay. Go to Steam. Steam apps.
So, do we leave it when we find the folder so in next episode we can straight up do it? I'm so tired.
So I wonder if that means if I were to close that. Okay. Why do I have so many? Okay. So if I were to go to the recycling bin.
They'll be there. How much
Actu-
do you bet?
No, they're not there. Okay, so I think what I need to do is continue talking with her. Well, you're playing on Steam, so it was actually a bit more difficult to get to the game directory. I had to go into the game's properties and find the browse local files button. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this. Don't you? Okay, so I guess what I do is I deleted Monica's character folder. I don't know if that's what else. I don't know if that's what I was supposed to do. Yep.
Can we check on the next episode?
We're almost done.
There's no more Monica.
Yep. I did. Okay.
You deserve it, bitch.
Did you do this to me, Michael? Did you delete me? How could you? How could you do this to me? You're all I had. I sacrificed everything for us to be together. Everything. I loved you so much, Michael. I trusted you. Do you just want to torture me, watch me suffer? Were you only pretending to be kind?
Yeah, after you did that to Tadalti, Patrick Sayori, that will never be forgiven, so you
I
deserve
never
this,
thought
bitch.
anyone could be as horrible as you are. You win, okay? You win. You killed everyone. I hope you're happy. There's nothing left now. You can stop playing. Go find some other people to torture. Michael, you completely, truly make me sick. Goodbye. It's just a black screen.
Do you want to try the plus version of Doki Doki?
I still love you. I can't help it. What's wrong with me? How horrible am I for you to hate me this much? All my
I don't know,
friends.
you killed
I did so many
Poison.
awful things, so many selfish and disgusting things. I shouldn't have done any of this. I'm just messing up a world that I don't even belong in. A world you wanted to be a part of. I ruined it. I ruined everything. Maybe that's why you deleted me, because I destroyed everything that you wanted. How could I do that to someone I love? That's not love. That's... I've made up my mind. Michael? I know I said that I deleted everyone else, but that was kind of an exaggeration. I couldn't find it in myself to do it. Even though I knew they weren't real, they were still my friends. And I loved them all. And I loved the literature club. I really did love the literature club. That's why I'm going to do this. I know it's the only way for everyone to be happy. And if I really love you, then
Aww.
she kept herself deleted. So I wonder if there's any more stuff after this.
Do we check the other, on when we do another episode? I'm so tired. I really need sleep.
Even when I click new game, it still keeps my name. So
Oh, she's somehow still here.
okay, so let's go ahead. Head back to. Are you sure you want to quit? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that was all for Doki Doki. We did a longer video because it's been such a long time since we recorded it. We got one of the endings. I think you can get more endings by getting with each girl or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, we will see you all in the next video. Bye, everyone.
Bye.